Hello everyone, this is Mega Ninja Assassin. We're back here with another episode of Time of Dusk. I really like this game. The story is developing really good so far. And without further ado, I want to hear about the second confession of Okame Takashi. The first one was about his brother and his dad. Now we entered the military base. Kobayashi got kidnapped. And then they wanted to say that he killed Fuki Hidehiko. So let's find out what happened. With that being said, let's go. Fuki Hidehiko died from a blow to the head from a nearby rock, which had a lot of blood on it. If he had been hit by the landslide, the blood would have been washed away by the river. There shouldn't have been so much blood left at the scene. Therefore, the conclusion is that Fuki Hidehiko's death was a murder. This murder was not premeditated, but rather a spur of the moment killing. Since the landslide and the other people being attacked by it were an unpredictable event. God dang, bro. At first, you narrowed the list of suspects down to two people, Leafing and Kobayashi Ryota. Since the people from Morita Pharmaceuticals don't have a motive, and Masamura Kentaro and Aoki Hitomi are too far away. The first time you met Kobayashi Ryota, he had two very strange behaviors. Wait, what? To be precise, the behavior itself is quite normal. But when you find a crime scene, the two previously normal behavior became suspicious. One is Kobayashi Ryota camera. After the flood, there was no water inside. Oh, that's true. When they did find his stuff, there was no water inside. Interesting. Okay. But you found that the interior of the lens shattered component, the battery, and the film roll surface were wet. This shows that the camera did not enter the water, but after entering the water, Kobayashi Ryota actively cleared the water inside. Then a terrible conclusion is drawn. Kobayashi camera is waterproof. Kobayashi woke up before them. I want to say Kobayashi woke up before them, before you met him. But Kobayashi camera is what? But if it was, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the second one. Guys, let me know what you would choose. Yes. You met Kobayashi before he woke up. Since before caught in the flood led to a coma, Kobayashi Ryota woke up twice. The second time was when you woke up and found him, while the first time was before you woke up. It was during that time that Kobayashi Ryota cleared the water inside the camera that might have been of special value to him, and saw that Fuki Hidehiko, who was in a coma, took the opportunity to hit his head against a rock and kill him, disguising it as an accident after the flood. Then he ran to a place not far from you and pretended to be in a coma. I forgot, he was also, they said that he might have been the person emailing the father, I believe, or Takashi. When you woke up and found Kobayashi and woke him up, you became the best witness of Kobayashi alibi. I'm about to say Ryota. The other is Kobayashi Ryota hesitation when he saw the walkie-talkie. After being separated from his companions by accident, Kobayashi Ryota did not use the walkie-talkie to contact other companions immediately, but was like thinking about something. The first sentence from the walkie-talkie on the other side was Oki Hitomi's Hidehiko, which showed that the walkie-talkie should have been in Fuki Hidehiko's hand originally. You don't think Kobayashi killed Fuki and took it away because it makes no sense to him. Instead, attracts suspicion of murder. My throat is dry for some reason. The walkie-talkie is likely to have been given to Kobayashi by Fuki Hidehiko before the flood, but this information was not synchronized with Aoki Hitomi. So what was Kobayashi thinking when he saw the walkie-talkie at that time? I'm about to say, don't make me choose. At that time, he knew more than anyone else that Furuki Hidehiko was already dead. Furuki walkie-talkie may have caused a flaw in his perfect alibi. When you saw the walkie-talkie in Kobayashi's backpack, Kobayashi Ryota, who was under high pressure, began to rethink contemplate the completeness of his alibi, causing him to hesitate for a moment when using the walkie-talkie. Of course, there was not enough for you to convict Kobayashi. Before you enter the foggy forest, you and Li Feng have a period of time to talk about safety topics separately. It was during that conversation that you confirmed your suspicion of Kobayashi Ryota. In addition to the safety topics, you asked Li Feng about some information about Kobayashi Ryota. But because you suspected his student, Li Feng was not friendly to you. Li Feng opposed qualitative, god dang. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to do that. Judgment of student based solely on speculation. However, you still learned some information from Li Feng. 1. Kobayashi Ryota and Furuki Hidehiko are both second-year students majoring in intelligence. Kobayashi Ryota is an auditor of this course. Furuki Hidehiko selected the course 2 weeks after the course started. 2. The intelligence of this school belongs to a minor, and there are a few people, Kobayashi Ryota and Furuki Hidehiko, who do not know each other. Kobayashi Ryota and others in this course know each other in class. Since Furuki Hidehiko has not come to class, Kobayashi learned of Furuki Hidehiko's existence for the first time yesterday. Kobayashi used a floppy disk to copy data to the office. 5. When the professor arranges homework by email, he is on a business trip. You previously learned from their conversation that the teacher of this course, Professor Aibu, is very concerned about the safety of students. The new line of the email arranged for homework is different from the past. You came up with a bold conjecture. Kobayashi Ryota is not a student of Tokyo Institute of Technology. Kobayashi Ryota is a fictitious name. He can only listen to this course because the school electronic student affairs system has not been officially launched. Ooh, getting juicy. Juicy in the music. Crisp. The current student affairs management relies on paper documents. Kobayashi Ryota, although with excellent computer skills, cannot do anything about the paper student affairs system. Yes, you suspect that Kobayashi Ryota has excellent computer skills, which is consistent with your next analysis. When the course started, Kobayashi confirmed that there were no intelligence major students on the course selection list. He claimed to be a second-year student of intelligence because he had computer skills. Oh my gosh. So the motive for Kobayashi to kill Furuki Hidehiko is Hidehiko will expose, of course, forge will expose Kobayashi for email. Kobayashi identity as forger is likely to be exposed. Oh, see, the second one will be most likely because Kobayashi is supposed. Guys, again, traces. You guys have to let me know what you guys would think about it. But I'll be streaming on Twitch 4 to 5 days a week, guys. You can check that out. But yeah, my Twitch will be in the description below. So if you guys want to check out that channel, I stream for quite a bit. So with that being said, let's get back into the story. I'm gonna go with the second one because this one, yeah, forge email, it could be, but this one as a forger, nah, I'm definitely gonna pick this one. Yes. Kobayashi fabricated identity is likely to be exposed by Furuki Hidehiko. Because a forged email, yeah, you forge an email, but identity, like if Kobayashi Ryota identity is fake and Furuki Hidehiko exposed that and exposed that he's a forger, what's his real name? Think about that. Like, you gotta think about what's his real name. Furuki appearance yesterday was a major threat to Kobayashi fake identity. See, I just said that, fake identity. Let's go. If anyone remember that Kobayashi and Furuki were in the same year and in the same specialty with very few people, and asked Furuki if he knew Kobayashi, Kobayashi would be exposed immediately. So Kobayashi's motive for killing Furuki was to prevent his own fake identity from being exposed. Based on Lee Fei description, design your I can't even talk. Based on Lee Fei description, design your interference. Inference. Oh my gosh. I felt like I had like a seizure reading that. Like a mini one. Anyways. For Kobayashi's email fraud and this trip to Silent Mountain area below. Kobayashi used a computer Trojan in a floppy disk to plant into the professor's computer and got the password of the professor's email through the keyboard input stream, and then got the permission of the account. Then, by hijacking the mail server, he acted as a middleman to forward the emails between them and the professor, so that the emails between them would pass through Kobayashi fraud or filtering. When Kobayashi was frauding the professor's email, he used a program command to send the email instead of using an email client, which led to the inconsistency of the line break and exposed the flaw. Finally, Kobayashi seized the opportunity of the professor's business trip to arrange this assignment so that no one could confirm the authenticity of the email content. If that's the case, Kobayashi fake identity is fake emails killed and covered up, went to such lengths. Then what was his purpose? There must be several people in his class who came to Silent Mountain area. Lee Feng, Oki Hitomi, and Masamura Kentaro. Could any of them have anything special? You thought of the records in Okami Hiroshi's personal computer on TechNews in anonymous form, and the chat records between Okami Hiroshi and user Raven7 before Okami Hiroshi's death. At first, Okami Hiroshi was trying to find the source of a disease with certain special symptoms through questions, and Raven7 found Okami Hiroshi soon. In the chat, Raven7 even directly said Okami Hiroshi personal information in the project he was responsible for. This was the information he obtained by evading Okami Hiroshi's personal computer with the virus email. If Kobayashi really did all of this, yo, he's a genius. He's a genius. No, because there's no way that he could possibly, unless he's working with the people who made the disease, like the main mastermind, like the teacher. No, like their father. I forgot what their father name, but Hiroshi and Takashi's father. Unless that person was working with them, working with their father, that's some, I don't know, but it has to be something to do with their father. Obviously, with Kobayashi, Ryota, and the researchers that was on that project. Anyways, this is all just theory, but he has to be connected, obviously, to them somehow, some way. Raven7 indicated that the disease came from Silent Mountain area, and the treatment for the disease was also hidden in the Silent Mountain area. When Silent Mountain area was open to the public, he needed to cooperate with Okami Hiroshi. So if his disappearance and supposedly murder, homicide, right off the bat, or did they say? I think they said suicide. But if the cops written it off right off the bat that it was suicide or something, and they didn't do nothing about it, is the police involved in this too now because it is a military base? So is some of the police officers or some of the ex-military from World War II? Oh, I think this was before World War II or after. Were some of the military people a part of this project now too? That's what I'm saying. The night before Silent Mountain area was open to the public, You and Morita Pharmaceutical Group checked into the only hotel near Silent Mountain area. You were sure Raven 7 would go to Silent Mountain area at the first time, and you deliberately asked the hotel owner about the room reservation of the hotel for these 2 days when you checked in. There were only 2 groups of people making reservations, one from Morita Pharmaceutical and the other from Tokyo Institute of Technology. You thought Raven 7 was among the people for Morita Pharmaceuticals. But after Furuki Hidehiko murder case and someone forging an email from Professor Abu to get the Tokyo Institute of Technology people to go to Silent Mountain area, you realize that Raven 7 is likely mixed in with the Tokyo Institute of Technology team. Therefore, before you talk to Li Feng alone, that is when you saw the foggy forest and checked the map. You took the risk and deliberately said the Raven 7 meaningless words, paying attention to the reaction of everyone, especially Kobayashi Ryota. As you expected, you caught Kobayashi's subconsciousness reaction of wanting to turn back. He is Raven 7, the hacker. The second half narrative ends. Bro, that was a lot of information right there. A lot of information. Okay. There is one. Oh, wait. I gotta drink some water first. Hold on. I gotta do my voices. There is one more thing. The abductor says some strange words. The gist is, you looked at Hitomi and signaled her to continue. Before Dusk, leave here. His tone was not threatening, but advice? I forgot why I gave voice to Oki. Oki showed that she was instinctively inclined to believe the abductor advice. If the warning of the abductor is true, it means that something dangerous will happen in this town of Dusk or night. You looked at the table. It was already more than 1 p.m. With at least 4 hours of safety time. God dang, I couldn't read that for the life of me. The abductor was afraid of Dusk. He would definitely get what he wanted on Kobayashi before Dusk. Release or kill Kobayashi. Excuse me. You saw Li Feng and Masamura rushing back in the distance. They were ordered by Mitaka to go to the eastern house to find a trace of the abductor and Kobayashi Ryota. You, Oki, Mitaka, and Sakai went up to meet them, and from their disappointed expression, you obviously knew the result of the search. We didn't find any trace of the 2 of them. What about you? Did you find anything? Searched everywhere but found nothing. So it seems that we can only hope for the abductor to release Kobayashi on his own. If the my mistake. What voice did I give her? If the captor objective is the file is filled with records, and the files have all been soaked, how would he treat Kobayashi? Kobayashi has a backup. Everyone's eyes widened and they all showed surprised expression. They didn't look like you were joking. Oh man, is he about to expose them, man? Expose the hacker to everyone? Cause if he did have the floppy disk or whatever, you know that's gonna create major issues, major discord among everybody. Wait, where's the backup? Oh wait, where's the backup? How did you know? His camera when I helped him clean up the water. I saw it in the film. I took 40 sheets of paper document, which should be the files you mentioned. By the way, you have a keen eye for snooping around people's belongings. Ooh. I remember there were 17 sheets, and if each sheet had 2 sides, that would make 34 sheets. Maybe he felt like he blurred 6 of them, and then retook them. But of course, it's also possible that you're counting wrong. No, 40 sheets, no more, no less. Every single sheet was as clear as day. Once they were developed, you could definitely make out every single word. You answered with such certainty, your tone so resolute. Fine, maybe I miscounted. It's not like it's a big deal or anything. Bro, it is a big deal because whoever was on those files, the abductor is gonna get it and they can. Oh, man. No, it's very important. See? I have no. Insinuated. Boom, I was about to skip over that word. Insinuated each and every word. Masamura, don't let my information influence you. Are you sure you saw 70 sheets of paper when you were there? Masamura nodded, indicating that he was certain. There were 3 sheets that were oh my gosh. There were 3 sheets that were particularly special. 2 of them had survival tips written on them, and one was just a bunch of random symbols that we couldn't make heads or tails of. The other 14 were more like a ledger, and we think they had to do with the actions of a person who wrote them that day. Now you see why Masamura thinks that the person who wrote these entries is very likely the one holding Kobayashi Ryota hostage. Now you will understand why Kobayashi hid 3 sheets of paper or destroyed them altogether. Either way, those 3 sheets of paper have backups in the camera. Based on Masamura's description, you know which 3 sheets of paper Kobayashi hid. These 6 sheets correspond to the 6 sides of the 3 hidden sheets of paper. You summarize that the 3 sheets of paper with a mix of symbols and text are probably a key to deciphering the symbols. You call them the decryption sheets. There you go. Why can't I not pronounce words today? And the sheet that is almost entirely symbols is a ciphertext, a sheet of paper with information encrypted using the symbols. None. To understand the ciphertext, you need the 3 description sheets. The information on the ciphertext has been encrypted and compressed in such a way that it must be something very important. You're dying to know what it is. It is related to the special disease that Okami Hiroshi investigated. Given the primitive way in which the information was encrypted and compressed, it is quite possible that the recorder had a different perspective from modern society. Combined with the era you speculated for the town of Dusk, the late Japanese Empire. This is similar to the era you speculated for the recorder. So, are there any connection between the 3? The special disease investigated by Okami Hiroshi, the town of Dusk, and the Japanese Empire period, in terms of events, location, and time. So we can roughly assume that this special disease broke out in the town of Dusk during the Japanese Imperial period. Mitaka Tadakazu, what's wrong? Mitaka interrupted your thoughts. Nothing. I'll tell you when I figure it out. Let's find the exit of the town of Dusk first. It might be very dangerous to stay here after dusk. Excuse me. Whether it's the warning from that person or the name of this town of Dusk. Both confirm that this place will not be as normal as it is now after at dusk. You trust Oki Hitomi's intuition and you don't think that the warning from the abductor is just an empty threat. Actually, you only said half of that. Finding the exit means giving up on finding Kobayashi. In your opinion, the probability of finding Kobayashi and finding Kobayashi alive and well is low. It might cost you your life. Oh, I'm getting the chills. While finding the exit seems to be easier, it's a matter of life and death for you. Everyone must have weighed this, but it's hard to say out loud that you're abandoning your companion, so you're the villain here. Everyone's expressions are solemn, and their eyes avoid yours silently but surely after a long silence. It seems that they have tactically agreed to your proposal, and let's find the exit of the town of Dusk first. Maybe Kobayashi will come back alive and kicking on the way. You chose to search for the exit of the town of Dusk with Sakai Akane to the west. Before that, you and Sakai Akane first climbed to the top of the east watchtower to get a bird's eye view of the entire town. Soon, you reached the top of the tower and entered the room at the top of the tower. A human skeleton was sitting on the ground in the corner of the room, covered with thick dust. Dust, not dust. There was a signal flag scattered at the bones of the hand. The flag was faded and the flagpole was crooked. It couldn't be waved anymore. As you looked around the tower with the telescope, the vast forest beyond the town can be seen to the northeast. While the town itself lies in neat rows of identical low-rise buildings in the other direction, with a wide road stretching westward unhindered. At the end of your sight are the brick walls encircling the town. In contrast to what you met when you entered the town of Dusk, or more loosely structured either earthen walls. Gosh! You are a little puzzled as to why the walls in other directions look much stronger than the ones on the east side when you entered. You and Sakai decide to keep going west until you find the exit near the western wall. But before long, you follow the wide road from the east to west and reach the western wall. So the town isn't very big after all. At the end of the road, At the end of the road is a big copper gate about 5 meters high, which must be the exit. You think to yourself. Unlike the door at the entrance that slides left and right, this door is hinged, and the knob is shaped like a cylinder. The lock on the door is severely damaged and can't be used at all. You easily push the door open, and there is a creaky sound of metal rubbing as the knob turns. I don't know why I made that sound. At the same time, you use the walkie-talkie to notify those who are looking for an exit in other directions. After the copper door is open, you and Sakai look outside, only to be disappointed at what you see and feel as if you've been doused with a bucket of cold water. On the other side of the western wall, outside of the town, is the same scene as inside the town, with buildings with the style of Japanese empire. This shows that you are still inside the town of Dusk, but on the outer side of this copper gate is another new town district. There is a watchtower inside and outside western wall, and the two towers can see each other across the wall. At the same time, you notice that the building numbers outside the western wall are no longer in the format of East XXX, but Central XXX. Okay. You temporarily named the previous town the East District and the newly discovered Central Town District. You and Sakai walk to the watchtower and Central Town look around with a telescope. To the east is the East Town where you were before, and to the south, north, and west are the Central Town. In the distance to the south and north are the brick walls, and to the west is a river running across the Central Town. What is rivering, by the way, guys? Then you notice that the building in Central Town are not as uniform as those in East Town, which may be related to the Rolling East. The building in East Town are filled of wooden boxes, making the whole town look like a huge warehouse. Wait, okay, yeah, I did, okay. The building in Central Town have different styles and look more like places where humans live, with each serving its own purpose. I'm just making up words. You then choose to continue westward on the same wide road from east to west. I'm gonna end it here, guys. If you like the video, leave a like. It is really interesting. Kobayashi might be the hacker. There's just so much to this that is giving me more questions than answers. I say this in every episode. I have said this in the past 3 episodes because more and more it gets more in depth, more deeper, and a lot more questions are being asked instead of answering the questions. So with that being said, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this, and obviously check out my Twitch. It will be in the link in the description below. Enjoy your day, night, evening, wherever you are. And with that being said, peace.